As a national university, the University of the Philippines serves as a research institution in various fields of expertise and specialization, dedicated to promote development and to contribute to the dissemination and application of knowledge. As one of its biggest campuses across the UP system, the University of the Philippines Visayas has established research facilities and laboratories that service not only its constituents, but also the various stakeholders of the community. One of the research facilities in UPV is the Philippine Genome Center Visayas, an expansion of the Philippine Genome Center based in UP Diliman, Quezon City. Located within the Regional Research Center in UPV Miagao, Iloilo, Pgc Visayas aims to establish a genomics facility to assist advancement in marine and aquatic resources, agriculture, and medicine. The facility works to ensure the continuity of knowledge generation by collaborating with research institutions, state universities and colleges, and higher education institutions. Since its inception, Pgc Visayas has been providing services, training, and workshops. It has also been assisting professionals working in various projects in UP Visayas and its consortium members.
In 2019, the Philippine Genome Center Visayas was established with the support of the Department of Science and Technology and the University of the Philippines system. During the height of the pandemic, the Philippine Genome Center Visayas was responsible for the training of several medtechs for COVID-19 testing. And at the moment, Pgc Visayas is also preparing for the biosurveillance and detection of SARS-CoV-2 variants here in the Visayas.
The facility offers services including equipment use, real-time PCR, nucleic acid extraction, nucleic acid quantification, and DNA PCR purification. Pgc Visayas laboratory consists of 3 rooms which are divided specifically for sample preparation, extraction, and PCR. In the sample preparation room, the received samples are being processed and prepared for extraction. The extraction room is where the extraction of nucleic acids is done and contains the equipment for quantification and viewing of samples. The PCR room is where the extracted and quantified samples are processed for amplification and contain the sensitive equipment. The laboratory also has several equipment that researchers have access to. These equipment include Sex Studio Genetic Analyzer, Attune NXT Acoustic Focusing Cytometer, Biorad CFX96 Real-Time PCR, Agilent 2100 Bioanalyzer, Biorad T100 Thermal Cycler, MilliQ IQ Water Purification System, Biosafety Cabinet and Fume Hood, Liquid Nitrogen Generator, Shaker Incubator, Refrigerated Swinging Bucket Centrifuge, Gel Electrophoresis, Gel Documentation System, Refrigerated Centrifuge, Microplate Spectrophotometer, PCR Workstation, SDS page. By the last quarter of 2022, Pgc Visayas will have its next generation sequencing, library preparation, and capillary sequencing services. Currently, the researchers and staff members of Pgc Visayas are in the process of developing protocols for the whole workflow. Moreover, the bioinformatics room facilitates the data processing and analytical services for clients wishing to outsource data analysis for their next generation sequencing data. It consists of high-end servers dedicated for storing and accessing next generation sequencing data for processing over a shared network. In terms of projects handled, Pgc Visayas is currently implementing localized biosurveillance for COVID-19 through the project Enhancing National Pandemic Preparedness and Response in the Philippines through Genomic Biosurveillance, utilizing the UP Pgc network in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The project started this October 1, 2021. Since the start of the year, Pgc Visayas has continued to provide services and technical advice to personnel involved in mandated to service the university and the community. Pgc responded to the pandemic by training healthcare professionals on COVID-19 testing. Through its consortium, Pgc helped establish UP Visayas as one of the strongest research partners in the country. On the other hand, housing the Philippine Genome Center is the UPV Regional Research Center, which provides researchers access to and training on advanced analytical equipment and method development. Established in 2018, it is a centralized facility that provides various services to different fields of natural and physical sciences, specifically applied chemistry, biology, food science, material science and nanotechnology, microbiology and bioengineering, and computational science. Soon to be included in the fields catered to by the RRC are advanced instrumentation and device engineering and marine field studies. The UPV RRC aims to establish UPV as a leader in inter, trans, and multidisciplinary research in the fields of fisheries and aquatic sciences and allied disciplines by serving as a hub of knowledge and technology development driven by the needs of the society through research, innovation, training, extension, and other services. At present, the UPV RRC laboratories are situated in the RRC building and the freshwater aquaculture station. The institution has 5 existing laboratories, 4 of which are fully operating laboratories specializing in food science, applied chemistry, biology, material science and nanotechnology, and microbiology. The RRC Food Science Laboratory aims to focus, promote, and support research activities on food, feeds, and functional nutrition. Equipment in this lab include freeze dryer, spray dryer, vacuum drying, HPLC or PDA detector, texture analyzer, and climate chambers. On the other hand, the RRC Applied Chemistry Laboratory aims to improve research capabilities, focusing on natural product research aligned to the thrusts of UPV RRC. Equipment used in the lab include ultra-high performance liquid chromatograph, quadruple time of flight mass spectrometer. The Applied Chemistry Laboratory is one of the 4 UP constituent units in the Philippines with this advanced chromatograph, putting UPV at a competitive advantage, especially in Western Visayas. Another laboratory within the RRC is the Biology Laboratory, which focuses its research programs on environmental biology and ecology, and reproductive biology. It will offer lab services such as use of equipment, histology slide processing, and plankton analysis. The laboratory uses stereomicroscope, diamond saw, microtome, paraffin section flotation bath, microanalytical balance, and low temp incubator or the BOD incubator. The RRC Material Science and Nanotechnology Laboratory aims to provide a variety of analytical, testing, and equipment usage in the field of materials and nanomaterials synthesis and characterization. The following equipment are available for use in this laboratory: microwave synthesizer, FTIR, NIR, and RAMAN spectrometer, simultaneous thermal analyzer, UV vis NIR, DRS spectrophotometer, and spin coder. Finally, the RRC Microbiology and Bioengineering Laboratory aims to focus, promote, and support research activities on, but not limited to, specialized fields of bacteriology, mycology, and synthetic biology. The RRC has handled PortTech, which is a collaboration project of the RRC Biology Laboratory with the University of the Philippines, Manila, University of the Philippines, Diliman, University of the Philippines, Visayas, Bicol University, University of Immaculate Conception, Philippine Coast Guard, and Maritime Industry Authority. It is funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development. It aims to conduct port ecological baseline studies based on the minimum standards of IMO Resolution 2004. The RRC has responded to the various needs of the community, especially in the field aligned to the specializations of its laboratories. RRC has three major thrusts: research, analytical services, and public service. As part of the research thrust of the RRC, several researchers were already published in collaboration with external partners. Moreover, the ongoing PortTech project of the Biology Laboratory extends the public service thrust of RRC in conducting port ecological baseline studies. Furthermore, several laboratories continue to empower researchers through equipment use training. Aside from the laboratories that can be found at the RRC and PGC, UPV also has many laboratories belonging to its other academic colleges and units, such as the laboratories found at the School of Technology, as well as those belonging to the College of Arts and Sciences. As a public institution of higher learning, the university, along with its community of scholars, are dedicated to serve the academe as it continues to find ways to develop its programs and researches responsive to the needs of the changing times. With the constant collaboration and extension of services to its various stakeholders, the University of the Philippines, Visayas, with the aid of its research facilities, will continue to take the lead in higher education and development.